Listen to this track, bitch.
Hey yeah, boy. Hey yeah. And like that, we back. I go by the name Drumma Boy, aka D-Boy Fresh. And I'm here with the lovely.
You already know it's the one and only Jessica Dime, aka Primetime Dime, checking in.
Man, come on, man. Hey man, say man. And we got my boy, man, you know what I'm saying, from the rack. In the building, man. You know what I'm saying? My boy been going crazy, man. I've been hearing my boy on the radio. I said, man, we got to get in here, man.
Yes.
Ivory Scott,
Welcome.
what's happening, man?
Man, what's good? What's good? It's good to be here.
Man, come on, man.
Thank you for coming.
Man, my boy came in there, John. I said, man, boy, I know you played football.
For sure.
Man, you were knocking, you goddamn knocking them down.
One of them guys.
What position you play?
I played quarterback.
For sure.
Really?
Yeah, one of them guys.
Quarterback going crazy.
Yeah, 2 state championships.
Ooh.
Ain't gonna get on that. We ain't gonna
Hold
get
on.
on
Look,
that.
not you,
can't
multi.
spread that in there and not talk
We
about
had
that.
options.
2 state
We had options.
championships.
Yeah.
Jack of all trades.
So talk
For
to me
sure.
about the decision of going straight music. That's your passion, that's your love, but how hard was it to turn down? I'm sure you had some deals on the table.
Yeah, for sure. I went out to Iowa to play ball, and I had an ACL injury, and I don't know, I just never was recovering right, and but even in my dorm, anywhere I was at, I always had a studio. I had a studio in my mom's pantry growing up. You know what I'm saying? So I always it's always been in my heart to make music. So I wouldn't even feel like it was a choice. It was just you know what I'm saying? That's the way God pushed me, you know, we put favor on my life. So,
Yeah.
for sure.
You feel like once you got to the next level, they was going to put you at a different position?
Yeah. I feel you know what I'm saying? Really, I don't know, in the time frame, I just was I don't know, I love football, but it just wasn't really you know what I'm saying?
You saw an inroad.
Yeah, I saw, and I saw a lot of my boys, getting hurt. You know what I'm saying? I saw people having big deals and then not having them because of injury and stuff like that. And just I just always been good at music. It ain't never been hard. I had to work hard to play football. You know what I'm saying? But music just always kind of been breathing for me. So it's just been easy.
That's what's
Well, we saw how you went in there and dropped that track.
Yeah, I call that my stretching version. Anytime I do a first song in a session, that's just me just stretching out, just getting comfortable in my
Well, it
vibe.
didn't
crazy,
sound like a
man.
stretch.
Yeah,
It sounded like
yeah.
a hit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man,
for
come
sure.
on, first swing king.
Yeah,
That's what they call me, man.
Yeah.
You know what
One
I'm saying?
hit
The
a
first
quitter.
song I do on every artist always be special. You know
That's
what I
for
mean?
sure.
So if we was
Respect.
stretching on that joint, man, hey,
Nah, for sure.
I hate to see what we finna do.
We
when
gotta really get
started.
into some
We
stuff.
finna get to it.
Absolutely.
You know,
Yeah.
I enjoyed watching your process because I was like,
Yeah.
what you finna do? How you finna do
Yeah.
it? You like, it's just gonna come out.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to
Yeah.
see how this works. So is that always your writing process or do you
Yeah,
ever?
I mean, a lot of times, I might sit at home. I play guitar too, so I might sit at home and just sit on my acoustic and just come up with ideas. But a lot of the hits that I've been a part of and stuff like that, it's been me walking in a booth. You know, I feel that first energy that you got when you hear something. You know what I'm saying? When bro played the first beat, I was just yo, this hard. You know what I'm saying? I don't never want to overthink it because I always feel what comes from the heart goes to the heart. So if it's if it's something authentically in me, it's gonna naturally come out. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Yeah.
crazy. You say you play the guitar. I figured that, bro. Because
Yeah.
with certain songs that I've heard, you know, on Sirius XM or riding
Yeah.
in the whip, and I'm like, man, bro, like them guitars.
Yeah.
Jeezy, he love the horns.
Yeah,
you know
for
what
sure.
I mean?
Yeah.
So I pay attention to the instruments
That's respect, bro. I
and
appreciate it.
selection, and I was like, man, okay, I kind of knew what to play
Yeah, for sure.
for you.
For sure. Hell yeah, I knew instantly. I was okay.
Oh yeah.
Finna
Now
be
you
a vibe.
said you originally from Chicago.
Yeah, Southside Inglewood. Yeah.
Okay. How would you say that Chicago was an influence on your musical background in a way?
Yeah, for sure. I feel you know, some of the greatest artists came from Chicago. R. Kelly, Kanye, you know what I'm saying? Common, Chance, you know what I'm saying? And one thing about Chicago artists that I feel I even represent is we all saying something, you know what I'm saying? In the lyrics that we write, you know what I'm saying? It's heavier than just the vibe. You know, the vibe is important too. And I even feel coming to Atlanta and living in Atlanta, it gave me that vibe, because Atlanta's always been like the place where like the melody is king, like you know what I'm saying. So like coming from like a place where it's like about lyrics and it's about what you're saying, to being in a place where it's like mixing those two together, it's just like made a good
Yeah.
marriage for real.
Yeah, I can understand.
Who were your some of your influences coming up? You know what I mean? Like,
Definitely like Ye, you know what I'm saying? Like I love like how Ye, like, you know, just coming up in Chicago, seeing like how he fused fashion with music, you know what I'm saying? Like that was something that like always like has been like a highlight for me. You know what I'm saying? Like definitely Ye, you know what I'm saying? I mentioned R. Kelly. My mom's used to burn R. Kelly out, you know what I'm saying, growing up. So like naturally, you know what I'm saying, I'm a fan of the music. You know, people gonna be people, but I'm a fan of the music forever.
when you hit your first studio, walk me through the process of you just getting introduced to the recording side of things.
Man, so I was working at this store called Justine Foods in Chicago, and this producer was just like named Reggie. He was like, "Yo, man, come to my studio," because I was just like vibing. I was like, "I want to do music and shit." I think I was probably like 13, G. And he brought me to the studio, and I went in the studio, and I don't know, man. Like I felt like it was such a place to like express and like just, you know what I'm saying, like talk about the shit that I was going through in my life and things like that. And I never left. Like I never looked back, bro. Like I promise. Like I literally went and I got me a inbox, and I had like my mom gave me like a laptop that like the screen was broken, so I would like have to hook the laptop, bottom part of the laptop, up to the TV, and I had my inbox and I had my fucking laptop, and I would just be recording records like
That's crazy.
all day.
It
That's
was in
crazy.
you, not on
It
you.
was in me for real. But I'm thankful for that like era in my life, because learning how to record myself, because like I wrote like some of the biggest songs of my life like during COVID.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of times
Yeah.
people couldn't work and
Yeah.
studios was closed, everything was shut down. So
Yeah.
like I was still able to like, you know, have my
Do it
output was still
yourself.
crazy.
You,
Yeah.
you think that's the secret to like tweaking your voice? Like, talk to me really quick about like, you know, I'm sure when you was 13, you was rapping.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know what I mean? And
Yeah.
you just rapping regular, da 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 da
Yeah.
da. At what point did you start tweaking your voice, and do you think being able to record yourself and having that privacy
Yeah.
gives you a little bit more ability to play around with different
I
voices?
feel like, yeah, because like, you know what I'm saying, like you, of course you got to develop your confidence in yourself, you know what I'm saying, as a recording artist, right? So it's like, you know, if I go my first time I'm going in the studio, if I'm in the studio, it's 100 people in the studio, it's like I might not be as confident to be like, you know, let me try this note, or let me try this, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's like
Yeah.
when I'm by myself, I'm like free. I could try anything. You know what I'm saying, with no judgment, because of course, like even though we all, you know, we have confidence or whatever, but it's like something so like emotional like music is something that you just can't be like, I'm just gonna lay it all out on the table. You know what I'm saying? But when you
Yeah.
dolo, you can really get into it. You know what I'm saying? So
I agree with
for
that. As an
sure,
artist, I agree with
for
that
sure,
wholeheartedly.
for
Let me
real.
ask you this. So when you say when you wrote a lot of your hits and you was a part of a lot of your hits, when do you feel like you went into the studio and you made something that changed your life? When was that when did that moment happen for you?
Man, it's so crazy because like a lot of the big records that I wrote, they started happening like back to back. Like I went to San Francisco. I wrote Peru for Fireboy and Ed Sheeran, and when I did that record, like Fireboy, he wasn't really lit like that. It wasn't really no emotion or nothing like that. But Tina Davis was like, "Yo, I believe in this artist. Ivory, come work with him." And I came down there, went in the studio, we made Peru. It was the first record we ever made. It's like you just said, the first record you made with somebody. It's like, you know what I'm saying? When we made that record, it was a party in the studio. So it's like before the world even touched it, it was like, I was like, this gonna be one of them. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And that's something like a lot of songwriters, artists, they can't do. They need people around them to do. They need somebody to be like, this a hit. It's like I could feel it. You know what I'm saying? Like I could listen to a project and be like, yo, this the one, this not the one.
Yeah.
You know, like I could
I
feel
got that
that
same gift.
for sure. For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. What you feel like has been the hardest part of the career so far?
Man,
Since you've been on, since you pop in, what's one, would you say one con?
man. The hardest part, like about like even like the transition from being a songwriter to artist, it's almost like, man, like sometimes I feel like, you know, it's like you go on these sessions, you write songs for artists, you give them their hits, you help them, but then like the circle back ain't always, what you think it might be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to learn that, like, in this business, like, you ain't really got no real true friends or nothing like that in this business. You know what I'm saying? It's all business. When you up, when you the hottest one, everybody on you. You know what I'm saying? When you not, whatever, right?
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? That's just definitely the hurdle of, like, being an authentic person in a game that's not so authentic. Is like the toughest part of, like, my career, because I'm coming raw, uncut every time. You know what I'm saying? I'm being genuine, and everybody ain't. It's a finesse. This game is built off finesse.
Yeah.
So
Welcome to the club, my
I
boy.
definitely
You know
agree
what I'm
with that. He
saying?
just he just ate him up with
For
that
sure.
one.
Man,
Like,
come on, because you're going to see who's who.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
got to cut that grass a few times.
Nah,
Really.
for
yeah,
sure. That's real.
gotta keep it
Respect
cut.
that. You
Have
gotta
to.
keep it cut. That's
You
real.
have
yeah.
to. I just went through a situation like that. I hit drum up like I'm going through it, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I need
yeah,
lawyers.
yeah.
I need more lawyers.
Yeah,
It's just
absolutely.
so much going
That's
on.
real.
But when you crossed over into, like, well, you didn't never really cross over, I say, because you always been your own artist.
Yeah, I feel
But
that.
now you putting out, well, you have put out
Yeah.
your own solo project from being basically known from songwriting mostly.
Yeah, mostly. Yeah, because, like, it's so crazy because, like, there was a time, like, when I was, like just so focused on, like, writing songs for other artists where I was like, all right, well, I don't got to do the artist thing. Like, I'm getting paper. I'm enjoying life. I ain't, I ain't struggling. Like, I'm good. Like, so it's like, I kind of, like, dialed it back. But then I realized just off the peers, like, working with artists, working with Hitmaker, working with, artists that are on and are lit and saying, like, Ivory, like, dude, you need to drop a project. And then, like, really, like, evaluating myself and saying, like, because I'm a firm believer in when the world needs you, the doors are open. So when the world needs an Ivory Scott, the door open. That's why, like, the gravitation is so easy and the
Like
pull is
timing.
so your timing. So it's like when I felt like it was my time and it was time for me to pop out, like, it was easy.
Yeah.
To do it. But yeah.
And it's crazy just seeing so many songwriters do that, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Seeing Dream and
Yeah, for
you
sure.
know, even Priscilla Renee,
That's real, yeah.
known as what's her name? I can't even think. Monet.
Yeah.
I can't even.
Victoria Monet, Money Long.
All
No,
them.
Money Long.
Yeah,
Money
Money
Long.
Long.
Money Long, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
just seeing her
Y'all came out
transition.
swinging though.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
it's hard. I remember, like, mostly back in the day, it was harder for people to do that.
Yeah.
Like, now it's not easier, but it's like
Yeah.
y'all just
Seeing
coming
Neo
forth with
do
y'all,
it, like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
y'all real authentic self, and we love it.
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
real. Like, I was really, like, inspired by artists like The Dream by Neo, because like I'm a credit, like, diver. Like, I love to dive in the credits and be like, man, who did this for real? Or
Me too.
who was a part of this for real? Because some of the greatest songs, like, are made by a collaboration. So, like, when I saw, like, everything that Dream was a part of and that Neo was a part of, that sometimes they don't even get their flowers for, you know what I'm saying? Like, it inspired me to be the artist that would transit, or the songwriter that would transition into being an artist. That's what I wanted to be. So, like, even though it kind of worked out that way, that's always kind of, like, been my vision for myself, like, to be, like, on that type of transition.
For sure.
Yeah.
So,
Go ahead.
look,
Go ahead.
Drum, I'm trying to ask too. Now, 10,000 hours and counting.
Yeah.
Tell me about that, because that's something that I hear. I hear my husband say that about about the NBA, about you 10,000 hours and counting. You
Yeah,
the
for
pro
sure.
at it. You
For
you
sure.
the mastered it. So is that why you named that your intro?
Yeah, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, like, man, like, I've been through so much. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up in Chicago in poverty, you know what I'm saying? But I still chased. I moved to LA. When I moved to LA, I was homeless for 10 months. You know what I'm saying? Like, I chased. I still studio hopped. I engineered. I did everything I could to be in the environment. I chased. And I feel like that's why it's easy. You know what I'm saying? It's easy because, like, it's easy for LeBron to go crazy because he done put his 10,000 plus in. So, like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like if you ain't putting your 10,000 in, you waking up saying, I want to be a rapper, I want to be an artist, I want to be a singer, whatever, it ain't gonna fold out that way. And even if it does, it's gonna crumble.
Yeah. It's gonna be
So,
short lived.
For sure.
Facts.
Yeah.
But if you putting that work in, man, you destined to
10,000
be in this
hours
environment,
counting.
and I'm keeping myself, I'm locking myself in this
for sure.
environment.
For
Come
sure.
on, something bound to happen.
Something bound to happen. Yeah,
and
it's
that's
bound
in
to crack.
any field.
Yeah, for sure. The universe rewards that, man. You know what I'm saying? God, like, shines light on that energy. You know what I'm saying? You constantly pressing that button. You know, anything that you do, if you keep pressing that button, eventually it's gonna crack.
It's gonna work
Or
for you.
you're gonna get better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I always tell anybody that I'm working with or anybody that's trying to, you know, do anything in anything, you have to sharpen your sword. You know what I'm saying? You gotta sharpen your sword. You gotta get better at become a better version of yourself. Always compete with
The
yourself.
iron got to be around iron for
Heck
that.
yeah, that's real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Always
saying?
reinvent all of that.
Always, yeah, that's real.
For sure. What did you do with your first big check?
Man,
Drumma's on those.
I ain't gonna
Yeah, what
lie.
you do with your first big one, man? Because
I think-
you know you need game. It's up and coming songwriters, man, looking up to you.
Yeah.
Like, man, what
Yeah,
do I
yeah.
do? What do I?
Nah, first thing I did, I bought my mom's a house.
Okay.
I bought my mom's a house. I bought myself a house. I bought like
No rent,
nah, man.
No
I got
rent.
rent free.
10 acres. Like I got in that type of vibe.
Yes.
And then shit, I bought some jewelry. You know what I'm saying? I bought some you know what I'm saying? But I made
Gotta
sure my
shine.
people straight, and you know what I'm saying? Continue to do that. today.
Did you ever need vocal lessons, or was it just something that just came naturally? Like you know how some songwriter I seen some develop and
Yeah. I just feel like it just like I don't know, like it's so hard for me to give credit to myself at all. Like I really feel like, you know, God has put it in me. You know,
Yes.
everything that comes out, it just be like, you know, just like I was telling you, like I don't know what's gonna happen when I go in the booth. Cause I really don't.
Yeah.
I'm not sitting here like, "All right, what should I say?
Nah, my
You
soul telling me like
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm navigated, you know what I'm saying, by the Most High. So it's like everything that comes out of me is through him.
That's right.
So
So when you say you do for your family now and you up, I know I seen where you at one point was sleeping in your car, and I can kind of relate to
Yeah,
that
for real.
to that story.
That's real.
How did take me through one of those nights when you was
Man.
in the car sleeping, and what was your hopes and your dreams and prayers to get out of that situation and into where we see you today?
Yeah, so like when I moved to LA, like I had an opportunity like to go meet with LA Reid, to go meet LA Reid. Anyway, I go to the label, then the meeting ended up being with somebody that wasn't LA Reid, and it didn't happen. So the person I came to LA with was kind of like, all right, bro, it's time to go back to the rack. And you know, like you know how it is when you go back home, it's gonna either it's gonna be dealing, it's gonna be the streets, it's gonna be whatever, you know what I'm saying, that come with that. So I was like, you know what, I'm not going back. I'm chasing. So I sold my keyboard, Phantom X8. I sold it, took it to the pawn shop, got like $1,500 for it, went to the lot, bought my first car, and it became my house. So my first car was my first home and shit like that. And like, dude, I used to go to like apartment complex pool areas to shower. Like I used to fucking brush my teeth in Walmart, dude. But the one thing that I always did when I was homeless is I never like my dad used to always tell me, never let them see you sweat.
Yep.
So nobody knew I was homeless.
Nobody
When
knew.
people hear my story, they be like, dude, you were homeless? Because I always stayed clean. I never was a bum. And I just represented what the mission I was on. I don't want no handout. I ain't want nobody to be like, oh man, Ivory's
Yeah,
homeless.
because
You know
they're
what I'm saying?
complaining and this and that. That's gonna
Yeah,
run people away.
I did this to myself. I put myself in this situation to get more than what I have. So, man, it was times where I'd be in my car and like somebody tried to break in my car. I'd have been in my car, the police knocking on the glass, like, what you doing out here? Like, so it was so many scenarios, you know what I'm saying, where like I felt like giving up, where I felt like, you know what I'm saying, this ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? But I just kept chasing because something in my heart just said, like, you know, you belong.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was tough, but I'd do it again 1,000 times.
But how did you get, like, what was your turning point that got you out of that situation? Like, what was the deal or the song or what was the
Yes.
turning point?
So like I met this producer named Jimmy Deere. He was like producer for Seal. He did like a lot of big pop hits. And he said, let's go to Atlanta. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we came out to Atlanta, and it was another scenario like where like he went back to LA. He's like, Atlanta ain't for him. And I came out to Atlanta, and I just felt the culture so much. So I just stayed, got a job. I ended up working at Red Lobster. I was working at Red Lobster,
That's
dude,
crazy.
like roommating, studio hopping. And then I met Ray Daniels. And the first time I met Ray Daniels, he was...
Shout out to Ray, man.
Yeah, shout out to Ray. You know what I'm saying? Changed my life. First time I met him, I was in a studio engineering Southside at the studio called Kepler. I was engineering Southside, and Ray came to the studio, and I was like, yo, can I play some stuff for you? So I played him a few vibes, and he was like, honestly, I managed to rhyme. Like, I've worked with some of the biggest songwriters in the world, and you own that level. He was like, but you need to work on your hooks. And there was nothing else that happened after that conversation. 6 months later, that's why I always tell people, you know what I'm saying, you have to like listen to people that are in the position that you want to be in and level up. Like you were just saying, reinvent yourself. So I took the next 6 months, I was writing 10 songs a day, like just trying to perfect hooks. Cause I changed my mind. I said everything should be a hook. You shouldn't write verse, hook, everything should be unforgettable. So I started approaching my songs like that. 6 months later, my boy Vale called me. He's like, yo, bro, I want, he's like, Ray want to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? He want to meet with you. Went to Ray's office, sat down with Ray, played him 5 songs. He wrote me a check for $20K. He was like, look, just give me some time to get you a pub deal. I had no placements when I got my first pub deal. Wrote me a check for $20K. Leave that day. I'm working at Red Lobster and shit. And I'm just like, damn.
You was up.
Yeah,
It's about to change.
Yeah,
shit about to
it
change.
had.
Yeah.
But it's so crazy because during that time, like a lot of people think like you get your first deal, especially as a writer, you like, you made it. But in reality, that's when the work began. That's when the sacrifice began. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still was working at Red Lobster with a deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like that was like my transition, man. He took me to Mike Karen. And like from there, like I started like getting in the net and getting in, like put me on text with Hit, you know what I'm saying? Tap me in with like a lot of the great producers. That's why I always like champion producers, because producers is the gateway for songwriters to get in the business. You know, producers are in the rooms. You know what I'm saying? So,
Preach.
so shout out to all the great producers.
Yeah,
You
shout
know what I'm saying?
out.
That's what I was going to say, man. Give me your top 5 producers.
Man, Drumma Boy.
Yeah, boy.
No, for sure, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Kanye, of course. You know what I'm saying? I got to shout out my brother Hitmaker. He done so much.
Yes,
Shout out to
sir.
For me, so
Hitmaker.
that's my brother. You know what I'm
Hey.
saying?
Yeah, boy.
I call him Berg.
Yeah,
That's my
Bird,
partner.
Yeah, that's my dog. You know what I'm saying? OG Parker.
Okay.
Oh,
Brother,
yeah.
we got so many hits together.
I watched OG goddamn get his grind up, man.
Yeah,
So,
for
man,
sure.
big shout out to OG.
For real, man, and shit. Like number 5, man, that's tough. If I forgot about you, man, you know we like Go Grizz, my brother, Go Grizz,
Okay.
Okay.
for sure. Definitely smacking shit. Like, but yeah, that's probably my top 5 people that you know what I'm saying that I work with,
For sure.
Okay.
for sure.
That's a tight list. Give me, if you had to give me your top 5, like when you was a kid, or like when you first started paying attention to producers before you was an artist.
Man, Timbaland, Missy, Kanye still in there, Pharrell. My God, yeah.
Yeah.
Drumma Boy.
Yeah.
Hey, man. That's
You know what I'm
what's
saying?
What's your dream collaboration, past or present?
Man, that I ain't did yet.
Oh, no, that you done did and ain't did. Give me both.
Working with Beyonce.
That's a flex.
Working with Beyonce was crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Look.
saying? But like I would definitely like love to tap in with like SZA. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with her vibe heavy. For sure, Tim's crazy. You know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
love her
Like,
voice. How was the Beyonce? What, did you get to go in the studio with Beyonce?
yeah, I was actually in the room like with Beyonce.
I was actually in the room.
Yeah, that was crazy. That
It was
like
crazy.
a unicorn.
Wow.
Like a
I know
unicorn.
I heard Rico tell the story. Rico loved tell the story when they did Sweet Dreams.
I'm sure
Yeah.
Beyonce just cool as hell down
So-
to
Yeah,
earth,
that's what
like,
that's what
Bro,
he
I
said.
tell you- I
I
tell
want to
you-
know the story.
Bro, I tell you like this. Like most artists that are like mega stars are the coolest people. Ed Sheeran, coolest dude you'll ever meet, right? But like the artist that's like kind of got a little off, they head swole, so they
Yeah.
like it's early. You gotta let it deflate a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But like being in the room, Beyonce, like it was a movie. Like it was honestly, I was in the room working on stuff for her, and she was supposed to be like just popping in the room. It was just basically like a camp of the top like writers or whatever, just working on stuff for her.
Yeah.
And I was in there working on Thick for her, and I was like just into it, just vibing. And I swear, I ain't on no weird shit. I felt a presence. And I turned around, it was Beyonce. And I'm talking about, I don't work with Madonna, bro. I don't work with some big artists, but I felt her energy. And just to see her work ethic, like how when she heard it and she was like, all right, let's do it. Like, and she was just like, so quick, it changed the way I approach when I make music. So a unicorn.
Yeah,
That's the
real
same thing Rico
efficiency.
said. She did the
Yeah.
song in like 15, 20 minutes.
Crazy.
Bruh,
Backgrounds,
efficiency.
harmony.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
Chopped
wow.
it down.
Chopped
Yeah.
it down.
Chopped
Shout
it
out to
down. No,
B
yeah, for
now.
sure. No Hollywood shit.
Nah, come on, it's dope when you around them
Yes.
veterans, man, who know what
Yeah.
they doing. You
Yeah, for sure.
appreciate their greatness. You
For
appreciate
sure.
their experience, their
sure.
expertise, the knowledge and game. And then, it's like, I always say it's like the church, man. Certain people just got that church spirit where
Yeah, no,
either
for sure.
you, brother or sister.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? We
That's
ain't
real.
on the accolades
Yeah,
and this
yeah,
and that.
for
How
sure.
you doing, baby? Okay,
Yeah,
let's
for sure.
get to work.
Let's get
Get
to
to
it.
work.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
Always a blessing. What's the food regimen, man? Like for me, I gotta eat right before I get into the studio. You know what I'm saying? I like the Branzino is one of my my things lately. You know what I'm saying? What are some of the things that you do to even get yourself
Man.
prepped mentally
What's your
for
favorite
certain
spot?
sessions?
Give me a spot when I go to Chicago where
Oh,
I need to be
Chicago.
eating
See,
it.
listen,
Yeah.
Chicago has the best food in the world. In my opinion.
Yeah.
But man, when I'm in my vibe, when I'm trying to get active, get work, man, I just meditate and I get one with myself. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, like energy that you put into these records, it's either getting somebody through something, it's either changing somebody's life, or it's giving somebody, a different view on life, or making people feel better. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what music does. So I feel like my energy got to be right in order for me to create music, to navigate the energy in the room.
But
So I don't do nothing special. Like you know what I'm saying. I love to say, man, I like to eat 4 M&Ms and fucking drink 2 cups of water. But man, I'm just like so like energy. I feel like that's what it's about.
whether you ate or not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Some
I
people
done-
can't.
I done- I
Some
done
people
dropped
be
some
grumpy.
hits.
They can't go in the
Nah, I
studio.
done dropped
and-
some hits off on some folks. Hungry as a motherfucker,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
can't do nothing. And it's like it's too much going
Yeah,
on, and you
yeah,
just
for
gotta
sure.
like just go with it.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
What would you say is your worst, like aggravating session?
Man, I feel like sometimes artists can get in their own way. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like if your team put me in the room to help you, you gotta respect the level.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'd have been in artists. I'd have been in studio sessions with artists. Well, I got way more hits than the artists, and they like, oh, well, it's about me. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, man, like we just talked about, like some artists like that are the biggest artists. They have the energy. They have that. They know who they are. You know what I'm saying? So they're not trying to like overcompensate. You know what I'm saying? In the session to say, oh, I write my own songs. I'm not here, like I tell any artist that I work with, I'm not here to like write your songs. I'm just here to influence you. I'm just here to add to your vibe, add to your greatness. You
And
know what I'm
bring a
saying?
different perspective.
Yeah, and bring
Yeah.
for sure to melody.
Should
yeah.
be appreciated.
For sure. But it's tough. That can be a battle. But you know what I'm saying? Most of my sessions are good though, fun though, because I control the energy. I am who I
You
am.
seem to have a
And you can
positive
engineer
vibe.
because it's been some times, man,
Yeah.
with an engineer, man, fucking up.
Terrible.
Yo,
You know what I
listen.
mean? Like,
Just
come on,
missed
we
the
gotta
whole
get this guy out of here,
vibe.
man.
Yeah.
The engineer is everything,
Listen,
dog.
I'm quick to take over. That's why I praise my, like, honestly, like, if you look at any of the credits, anything that I'm a part of, you're going to see the engineer in the credits getting points. I give all my engineers, I give them a percentage of the pub. You know what I'm saying? Because if the engineer don't create the vibe and don't make me feel like I could just lay it out, I'm stressing like, oh, could you fly that? Like bro in there, bro, fly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, he is.
he gonna think ahead of me. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? He like, okay, you going here.
And I don't like engineers who don't put, like, if you ask them something, they don't like to, like, answer you or put a little
Yeah.
input in. You've been engineering
Yeah, for
long enough to
sure.
know if that sound right.
Yeah, for sure,
you know
for
if I
sure.
need to
Yeah.
do this
Yeah,
over.
Yeah,
or don't want to take orders or
Yeah,
Yeah. Get an
for
attitude.
sure. Or they just at work. And that's
Yeah.
the thing, like, engineer is a creator too.
Yeah.
A person, they're just as important, bro, as a process. Cause if I didn't go in there and then it sound like butter, I'm gonna be like ready to come out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, shout out to all the engineers. Shout out to
Definitely
Source.
shout out to
all the, you know what I'm saying, all the big dogs, you know what I'm saying, Jason Joshua.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
we just mixed the whole project with Jay, man. Shout out Jason Joshua.
Legend.
What is beauty to you? Because we on Beauty and the Beats. Describe beauty to me.
Man.
What's to you?
Beauty is like self-awareness. You know what I'm saying? Beauty is like when somebody understands like what they're trying to show, you know what I'm saying, to the world. Because like sometimes people might say, okay, long hair, short hair, light skin, dark skin. None of that shit don't matter. You know, what matters is, and I know it's like cliche, but you know what I'm saying, like what's inside, because what's inside protrudes through your aura. That's beauty, your aura, like what you carry, like your presence. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Your substance.
for sure.
What you got coming up, man? You got a lot of
Man.
hits out there. You done work with every damn body.
Yeah,
What's
man.
next,
Yes.
man? What you got?
God's good. I'm going on tour with Kevin Gates in the fall.
Huh.
I'm
Okay.
excited about that.
Congratulations.
Yeah, they
Like
the
Gates.
real record did so good. You know what I'm saying? Like Gates team hit me like, yo, we got to do it. So I'm gonna be on tour with him.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
Like for sure.
I was
for sure.
talking on one of Gates' songs.
For real.
Yeah. What is it? The one he did with Rico. I'm just talking. He
In
just
the
hollering
background,
at
just
me.
some ad-libs.
Yeah,
I
we
need you to
had to
get on
have
the
a
song for me right
conversation
quick.
on there. It's called song. I gotta. I'm gonna let you hear it when we finish. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was fun doing it with him. He was really in character.
Yeah.
Yeah, but congratulations on that. I
Yeah,
know
I'm
that
excited
feels
about that.
good. Is that your first tour?
Yeah, that's gonna be my first tour. Yeah.
Woo!
So I'm excited
So
about
are you gonna
that.
have like a big set, or you
Yeah,
gonna dancers?
I'm gonna do like a lot of like, you know, instrumentation. Like I play piano and I play guitar, so I'm gonna do like breakdown versions of a lot of my songs and stuff like that. I always get like, you know, good energy when I do that. So like, it's gonna be a movie,
It's gonna be a movie.
During your whole time touring, ain't nobody brought that rack out you yet.
man.
You ain't had to get ignorant on nobody.
Man, nah, man. I feel like the energy you portray, like that's,
Yeah.
you know, and people know who to play with. Who not to play with.
Yeah. For
What
sure.
you said.
Come on.
So the parties, for the most part, it's a good time. The next Ivory Scott, I need an invite.
No, for sure.
You know, whatever
1000%.
event, next time you performing
in the
it,
building.
we need an invite. VIP me, man.
Next single. let's talk bigger. Next single.
Yeah, next
Well,
single.
put me in
Next single.
something now. Don't leave me hanging on the side. I rap too now.
No, for sure. Let's go.
I want to get in
Let's
something.
go.
But I like your vibe. I like the song you like. Just seeing you create and come up with that. Me as an artist, my hats off to you because
appreciate that.
yeah, I was in there like, okay, you came talking about yeah, she outside now. You've been
Yeah.
playing too long
Yeah,
now.
for sure, yeah.
Yeah.
But I know that's something that women meet. I'm married, but I don't. I can't. But I see women that feel that way right now, and to
Yeah.
hear it come from a man's perspective was really, really dope. So you did good
I
on that.
appreciate that.
Really
Yeah, for
good
sure.
on that.
To the upcoming songwriters and artists, what game would you give them?
Man, don't let up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, I swear, man, like I got like one of my songs, Believe, you know what I'm saying? I can't remember all the times I quit, but I remember when that first bag hit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I quit so many times, bro. Like, I done woke up and say, you know what, fuck this. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this, or I'm going back to school, or I'm doing this, and I've quit so many times, and we all should, you know what I'm saying? But just get up, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I always say, like, I failed 99 times, got up 100. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you gotta be willing to sacrifice everything, you know what I'm saying, to get anything that you really want in life. You know what I'm saying? So go get it. It's yours if you want it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It be so many
pretty vibe.
producers at me, like producers just producers at me, and I be like, man, bro, y'all gotta get with the artist.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Reach
And for a
out, send a
songwriter, the
pack.
first
Sure.
person you going after is the producer.
For
Like
sure,
we coming after
1000.
the songwriters. Like
1000%.
it's the 50-50 marriage.
Yeah,
we gotta finish the
1000%.
song.
Nah,
A
for
producer
sure.
and a producer can't finish the other 50,
Nah, for
unless
sure.
y'all start rapping.
Yeah, for sure. That's real.
You know what I mean? So I be
Right.
like, man, bro, get with your chemistry of the other 50% and make
Yeah,
it
for
happen.
sure. And it's tears. Like, you know, because I get that same thing. Like, I get a lot of DMs. A lot of people hit me like, yo, man, just come on, bro. Sign me. Do this, do
Songwriters.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like, you know, I feel like I had to level. Like, I had to level. Like, you know, level up. I feel like we should all level up. Like, you go from working with this level songwriter or producer, and then that opens another door. Every door should lead to another door. Because sometimes, like, if I go straight to the top, then I'm not gonna be ready for those rooms. You know, I'm
And
not
that's
gonna
why
be
you
ready
see
for
so
that.
many people fall for it.
Yeah,
Because
for
a lot of
sure.
people take that
It
shortcut.
go
Yeah,
too
for sure.
quick for them.
I got on the VIP by accident, got up here
Nah,
to
for
the
sure.
penthouse by
Don't know
accident.
what to do.
Don't
I
know
ain't
what
been
to
through
do.
nothing in
I ain't got
life.
no key card. I got
Nah,
like,
for sure.
It's
Right, for
it's
sure.
methods to
Don't
this
know where to
madness
laugh
out
from,
here.
Like,
ain't got no money.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Can't keep up.
Can't
For
keep
sure.
up mentally.
For
You
sure.
know, it just happened so fast. So what I know you did the mud project.
Yeah.
So what do you have any projects coming next? Or you gonna
I'm working on my next project entitled Ebony.
Ebony.
In the I'm gonna drop it in the fall, and so I'm working on that now. I'm excited
That
about
sound
that.
dope. I need to be on that.
Ebony.
You are on there. You're gonna be on there.
Okay.
There's no
Say no
doubt.
more.
It has
That
to-
song we
Done
just
deal.
did
Happen
need to be
today.
on there,
Speaking.
don't it?
Speaking, no, but I got some. I already got
For
some
sure.
specific for that.
Can
Let's
you
go.
tell me more about like that title?
Yeah, so like, this project is really for the black woman. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, like we get so much stain and it's so tough being a black woman, you know what I'm
It
saying,
is.
in this world today. I feel like, just the stress of just trying to keep up, you know what I'm saying, with what's going on around us and having to start from behind. So like this project is really for,
It's so refreshing to hear a
Dedicated.
black
for
man
real,
want
for
to
sure.
big up a black woman.
For
All
sure.
these black men I've been going through this stuff with. And this is Beauty and the Beast. I can talk and get into some things, and
Nah,
we
for
don't
sure.
normally do this.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I'm appreciative to hear you as a black man
Yeah.
appreciate black women and the hard work and the hard things that we go through,
Yeah, for sure.
and not try to get over on a black woman.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that's what I've been experiencing. Not all the time, because I got the use, I
Yeah.
got the drums, I got my husband's in the street, but I
Yeah.
also come across those toads
Yeah, for
and
sure.
those bad, apples in the bunch.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
for
And
sure.
and it gets overwhelming, and it makes you don't want to fool with black men.
Yeah, for sure.
In no aspect, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But to hear you, that was refreshing. So I just want to get off subject and say
Yeah,
that.
no,
Go
we
on,
all-
get it on
I had
out.
to
That's
vent
real. No, that's
to
real.
my people.
Yeah, because like I ain't gonna go too heavy on it, but
Mm-hmm.
like a lot of times like men, us as men, even black men,
Mm-hmm.
we look at the black woman and we're naturally intimidated by like we call their their go get, what I'm saying, they grind aggression. You know what I'm saying? We call their standing on business aggression and not being, submissive. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta understand the power of a black queen, like to really understand it. And like you can't be inferior. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be
Yeah.
a real king. So
Yeah, you got to stand beside it.
Yeah.
You got to embrace it, and
For
just
sure.
know we just strong will. We
Yeah,
just
for
want the
sure.
best for everybody.
nah, that's real.
Big
That's
fan.
real.
So yeah, that's appreciated, King. Thanks.
Yeah. Easy.
Favorite studio in Miami.
This one, no, we ain't in Miami.
Favorite studio in Miami. I know you out there a lot.
Man, yeah. Damn, Circle House.
Circle
Yeah,
House.
BB. I knew you was gonna say that.
I ain't been there in a
I knew you was gonna say
minute.
that.
Shout
I
out
got
to
so many
big records
them.
in there, man. I love Circle
You
House.
know Zoe?
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out
Oh, yeah.
to Zoe.
Yes.
Man, we get the chef over there cooking that.
Yes,
Oh,
I
some
love Circle
movie.
House. I actually
Ooh.
would, the Rico Love.
Yeah,
That's
I
where I did
love
that
Circle
Kevin
House. It's
Grace
such a
thing
vibe.
at
Oh,
Circle
yeah.
House.
Yeah, you got the pool, got the food.
Everything. You gonna get ping pong. Honestly, I've been there so many times. I've never seen anybody in the pool.
Not
it's
me
a vibe.
neither.
Yeah.
That's
A couple
crazy.
times now.
I ain't seen nobody in that
We had
pool.
some pool parties.
Y'all
there a
had some,
couple
okay.
times.
Y'all have.
I'm like,
I ain't
fuck,
never
I
seen
had to get
nobody
in
in the pool at Circle House. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
But that's so dope. So you done been everywhere. Miami,
Yeah.
Chicago, LA,
Yeah, for sure.
Atlanta.
Yeah.
What's your next dream city to be at and dwell?
Man, Spain. I went out to Madrid. I stayed out there for like a month, and I just caught a vibe, man. And
It's
I
about, I've been to Ibiza. I ain't
Yeah,
been to, I
yeah.
went through Madrid. I ain't
yeah,
been.
Madrid is a vibe, bro.
I'm about to go
I
to
like
Madrid.
being places where I feel like I'm the foreigner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to feel like I don't belong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Something
So
different.
something different for sure.
That's what's up, man. What's good having you, man? Anything that you want to shout out?
Yeah, man.
Instagram.
Man, shout out, man.
Socials.
Shout out to my boy, man. Come on, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna get active, but definitely, man, like y'all tap in. Like, if you got a dream, you know what I'm saying, chase your dream. Don't let nobody stop you. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no clock. You know what I'm saying? Man created time. You know what I'm saying? So don't believe that it's never too early or too late. Go get what you want out of life.
Tell them where
That's
they can follow
right.
you.
Yeah, Google me. I'm Ivory Scott. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But find me on Instagram at I am Ivory Scott. You know what I'm saying? And stay tuned. We got a lot on the way.
Hey, yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy,
Yeah,
we
like that.
out.